cause I miss you, right?
I face cool natural mineral water open super power. Absolutely refreshing. Say cool natural mineral water. Okay, I was here 11 minutes after 9. I've me my bigger for Aquaba. Obi send me info be from Takwa. I was here for me rain fimo. Mo Takwa story no me pana. Me gada other info be efi ho. Na fe me ye story na me ya mamuye. Ya na me mpe story aye ye na half. Enti me gadanya info ni wie na fe me simkonya minim de America. Enti no Takwa for mamunso kra. Maybe I'll be fine. I will do that story for you when you're try. I was here from the camp of the NDC, I'm a national youth organizer. What's not say, George Pariado, Memoquaba, the Biabocodia. Great. I hope so NDC near Mekoye. And nobody I see. I was here from the camp of the MPP, Alfred Thompson, or a member of the MPP National Communication Team. Alfred, Memoquaba. Bibiaboko. Nobody I see. Sharp. MPP near Mekoye.
Oh, Nyameko.
Jim FM.
Ayuku ni ejuma pa wa ye na ne award a ye demand last Saturday no. And she say no on nam kwan papa so. And o ye ejuma pa.
Right.
And it reflects in the results a ye hu ye na say ama ibinu menya running time.
But yes, this trip appointments now is slow. They are not so.
Oh, and yes slow. And yes slow. When we say answer na measure se mecha obi a orte
and they say men in the ho
was it
men in the ho
me de inchia kese mo obi a orte inchia ye president
Alaji uncle George Pariado offer George offer George oh yeah George offer
party assembly
party no dey mapam no yes sir
me na me me do keep coast
yeah
free
oh and there na say ne and me hotel okra o ma me nko order one of these days anu ntia o say me ko keep coast
party assembly o kan na ka bi atene
anga le akwa ba na laji atade
enje fancy for hinya your pepe moja wo him.
Oh, okay.
All the ones, the fancies.
Yeah, sure.
From Bonomanzo.
Yeah.
Ne Ingrazu fa supermarket.
And in the echo which kakra.
Oh, Mongomeji or dressing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or dressing.
Some way you feel party Munasha White.
Yes, we got
some papa.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Hey.
Many masum jay.
Hey,
no,
yeah.
Or can Ukraine,
and then
24.
Oh, really? One smoothness level.
Fix it 1 week.
Oh, really? Instead of fixing the country, Adom 106.3. Anyway, as well. Thompson,
yeah.
As appointment, as I slow this trip.
And yes, slow. The president has everyone in place all year way. The only thing or fix which has to go through the Council of State board members. But every CEO is in place. Everybody is working. Every institution is working. Says here, deputy ministers from Echina on best status move at I believe that within the month, they should be done with and they will start work. But when we say because of the quantum of the your friends saying the
MMDC is no so acho.
Board members no.
Yeah.
When it goes to council of state, they go through one by one. They look at your CV, they look at the approval and everything. They get a report from the, I think, BNI before they approve. And they bring it back to the president. It's no take it time, kakra. You would think maybe it's a continuum, it's automatic. No, it's not automatic. It has to go through the process as it should go.
Right.
I believe the president has sent everything that he should do. He's picked his people, he's sent it to the council of state. They are working on it. And at the right time, they will all be put on board to do the work they have to do. With the one or two CEOs now, if he hono, when we say he cannot take any CEO without approval by the board. Any person or person nominated should have to go through the board approval. Then maybe say public sector now acquire the necessary so interviews near the end will be passed through. Until without the there are acting people, there are deputies who are acting, there are heads of departments who are acting near there. So everything is in place. The machinery is working, and I believe say NCBA Mobe say Bibia Kosi MPP there. You believe in the rule of law and the governance, and that is what we are practicing.
Martin Medase, MVP, they believe in the rule of law and governance. George, also want to say appointment is slow. Are they lacking the men?
Of course, yes. We have the men. They are lacking, but that is another beside the point.
Which men?
The truth is that the NPP and President Akufo-Addo are about to commit an illegality, and you see, our campaign, especially MMDCs, the tenure of the MMDC is 4 years. In 2017, Haji Ali Mabaya Pamo MMDCs.
Yeah.
We went to court. I was one of them, and we won.
And Moje Cash.
Yaje, and you see. The state should search charge.
I said, "Me watch on for John on Betty Ade way, mommy." Why?
The court. Send me the me J Asa. Into for you Betty Crasa.
Oh, daddy, me person otie this particular argument, mommy.
We went to court. And the court because the tenure of the MMDC 4 years. Into the president the term and there will be over appointed 20
in between.
18.
Okay.
The time is so here. And under the NDC. Everybody saw to in the 4-year term, not every year.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that the president cannot fire.
Okay.
He has the power to
fire,
appoint and disappoint.
But once you are appointed,
or fire, reasons must be given for why you are being removed.
Okay.
If it is true no fault of yours, I will start buying chairs 3 months in Leo, no, at the man.
Okay.
So we have tested the law in the courts in this country. I'm here with me. It is our wholesale. Obian reapply for MMDCs. Now you're wrong.
Okay.
And it will come with cost. They may not have the courage. But what they will do is say, usually more train.
And for example, me person here, Mpensenpensenmu by 2017, or say our appointee will be maybe 2018. Nipa ni in a 4-year term. Okay.
So you cannot ask the person.
But he can fire the person.
Of course, yes.
On some grounds.
On grounds for non-performance and RBB.
Okay.
And even that, there is a procedure that should be followed. That one constitutes an illegality. The second issue is that there is a popular Supreme Court decision. CEOs not mean Pamobia. So say one more time because will be our contract.
Okay.
4 years, 5 years until that is exhausted. He cannot replace most of the CEOs.
Okay.
But you bet you replace and maybe say John Kumar Honomo. NYE Piana John Kumar.
Yeah.
Now he's in Parliament. He can replace.
Okay.
But it say maybe near Beme, Sticker Honomo.
Okay.
He can replace Maslot. Those are the places he can replace.
Okay.
Free zones.
Yeah. Befi.
Befi, mini apart. No, we try me about it. No spectra.
Befi, me.
Befi, we.
Me, I will try my boss. Befi, dear. And Chen, we try our boss.
Parliament is different.
Oh, guy.
But those are the replacements he can do.
Yeah.
But you're channel. On twin court. Because, for instance, also replacing CEO BR. I saw cheer the severance package. Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of them goes as high as 4 million, 5 million. Into your train. When he makes that mistake, we'll take him on. Yeah, man, my name for Ghana Sika and to trust CSI. Into all more money on my juanum, the months now. So no say he has the men, and the men are there. But you see, everybody is complaining. They fix it. You men, Thompson, they can say, "You mean now how no more they are working?" More year Jumanka, because if people were truly there and they were working, we would have felt
Jim FM.
Maybe I slow or my year. She knew one of my air cost. A car and a year Brugo, as of yesterday, in public data could do 304 billion. So you ask yourself, say, and these are relevant questions, sir. As the Thompson mobile and all my answers. But as we stand, as it stands now, our system now is slow, excessively slow. Even though Thompson gives us the impression that there are people who are working. Either you go. There will be a window. Also, TV is who go in Ibi. So when they come, they try and create a Chelsea something. Manchester. Chelsea and Shea. You can't go. Chelsea. They are Manchester City. Manchester United. Manchester City.
Oh, okay.
You know, I cannot be bothered about what happened.
And to one support you,
They're going to annoyance. I don't care about that. So they made that
Martin, me that say, Angalote.
Yes, sir.
But you be able to
most of you all the time, the mommy.
Okay. Angalote, man.
Oh, David.
What's the system now is slow. Appointment in this time. Mpensenpensenmu we delay kakra.
Slow there were Abakwandu and slow as a change the
slow in terms of appointments and by now MMDC is nina Abama Nzama Kodo.
Anyway,
it's
a Bembiala and a party win aban ni second term ni first year oyetin win elections appointment is easy but ni second term of appointment I will share historically share multi the orchard because ibin me nyebi ibin musu or the wonyebi until the lobbying and the struggle near at the back until people should understand the current government the one objective is to set a history or create a history there. They are breaking the cycle of 8. They are sure there but we win 2024 until we manage in such a way there nobody will be hurt.
No, I
don't belong to your party. No. Me say I don't belong to your party. So allow me to talk. No, but we are not. Oh, I don't care.
Oh, we don't care about it. We don't care about it.
I gotta take a wasp.
And they are managing it in such a way that Obiabe is satisfied. So don't blame the president and government. You know, our tradition. Though I don't belong to their party. But Chama was CPP, we know that these are the two political parties that has tradition. Tradition in there. Sir, work on one neck meeting, no warrior meeting, and wouldn't be in Fusu our warrior meeting and war teleguide. And to me, just there in managing a party, especially when the party has become victorious, especially when the president has won his second term, the lobbying in his office and in his quarters around him. I say, I've been on my paying that I won't multi. It is very, very as a oyetin. It choose you obey them because then there are groupings within the party. And see, Obia so pedeni bakashaho. Amano so dachi when you be film. And see, wabubozi na iya ma now the troubles roba.
Okay.
I mean, previous governments, people applied for this post. And MPP is no exception. Previous governments, when they write to their political parties, there amount for what you're interested in MMDCE, will apply. There is a vetting committee. We'll prune it down to 3. 3 was Bokwa local government minister who presents the 3 before the president at a cabinet meeting. A special meeting is conducted for it, for the appointment of DCEs. The party is consulted at the constituency levels because it's a constituency for either municipal or district or metropolitan. And see, they are consulted.
Right.
Ama Sabita Frache when Tia Obina Mado party for impa wopian only Obagade wopi the Masemi one home. And see, and then into Noma was the impa 3. And see, impa vetting and Otek leading. Or to say, one farman. No, was Ama Finfin, and then was Ama impa audited. And see, but no matter what, I think that this country is not at a halt.
Okay.
Governance process is going on. And see, we are one selecting one and then one pointing one they feel is good. Nine.
Martin, Uncle Medasi, Ebusiawa joining at 27 minutes after 9. Adom 106.3 FM. Alfred Thompson, our representing MPP. Georgia Pariado, National Youth Organizer, NDC, Uncle T. Jacobs, who are Ebusia. And we are ruling be by from the court with regards to Rastafarians and more Frank or Mokwachi Motor School. And he finally caught. I was say Achimota School Frankole. Alfred, my Mr. Till, so I'm looking at the implication moving on and the effects on all other schools, rules and regulations.
Yeah.
What do you think?
My saying is simple. Whatever decision we take today has repercussions for Echina.
Okay.
And yekwa.
But your mic can tell Tinamam Gakra, I top in okay, great. Are you all 5? But okay, right.
Our friend then will be choose a particular school. They open because they have certain set of rules and regulations or shipping a profaban. Or rules and regulation or shipping a profaban. It is ya madam azina ye juma. Ne dachi ansem. No ede bisa hunde.
Adom FM.
Okay.
In the yet na han. Union Musista a mekache one. Mese. In the America equa. As true there and you babeko certain school. Because first question baby someone there. Has there been any gunshots here? Moframa to Mofagan. Walk on we could shoot the whole school. I know to Mabahono we be shoot the whole school. Or true bullets just around. Asem binti. Intiza yebe ye enden. Or no soon sondon echna. But court ne rule. Inti would abide by the rules of the courts and make sure the Moframan wabenya baby with Suyanzewo. Courts na kasa. Inti I believe that the courts have said it all and they know why they talked about the human rights. Inti meja wo.
Martin, Georgia Pariado.
As a lawyer, I am very pleased. Yema who I say the courts, young courts, no, and Yaku could draw. And that's our decision about Betronum. I didn't know make us 1992. Yeah, you know, I just to say, yeah, the Kabima Minkabia member, their Bruni friendly democracy, no, Ebe Yedrima. I mean, I signed you to Muse, yeah, the constitution, you know, Ebe Yedrima. Constitution, yeah, you to say Ebe Yedrima, a 1 year maybe a guarantee. Fahudi Ekamubi. Your right to association. So between Adom, Amanyo Kubia, and Akubia, Opebia, your Tosubi, say Osumbia Sabi, and Marana Mahoquine, Obesono, and your Sumbia and Marana Mahoquine. Ghana, you support your courtism, and constitution in Mahoquine for courtism. But you were traditional African religion, and not your courtism. You were Judaism. Asieno. And a Rastafarianism was a Rastafarianism.
Yeah.
And the old Christianity, Muslims, Hindu, Buddhists, and the various religions.
Judaism has no
okay.
Rastafarian in it.
Okay.
Okay.
But you can say there, most of the Judaism, today David knows Judaism there.
Okay.
He was naturally dreadlock. Oh.
Okay.
The Bible describes him as a man with a rugged hair.
Religions are guaranteed. Freedom of religion. They are guaranteed by constitution. Now, you know, you get to say the Emma, you can say, yet means show be based on the religion. It yet means discriminating. Into no constitution, you know, I can say, mean fa obi asoria oko. And you found pipe movie ember and ye be a bit outside the panel farm with you. So, did the Altimota school year, you know, clearly not a discriminatory, not a tia nipano, and our school codano, and our Rastan codano, almost farm with you. And the only institution, and now baby potting here, a bit me correct it, sir, discrimination, you know, a court, and a judgment the other.
Okay.
But like Alfred Kayan, they are doing to a certain extent.
The implication.
A decision now, you leave it by. But you see, say, you Jitu say, you the Kabima Minkabia, Mambo, and Bayajuma. Nya Jitu Munso say, you have a constitution adopting a baby and document. You didn't to me in our best near the Ayajuma. Now, way one of the natural orders, maybe DHA. It's a hot name, Yababijina. And yet, Timothy School, and as our decision in Wesley Girls High School, a come. Sir,
this decision.
And I may say, the angels say, come Wesley Girls High School.
Yeah, until I'm besides this particular decision.
Once a decision is made in court, lawyers, you believe in precedent.
Yeah. Okay.
So I tell you, then I make us say, you know, say Wesley Girls for a court, they will make reference to this decision.
Yeah,
definitely.
So
okay.
And then no. And the same discriminatory now, same issues now crazy. Human rights now crazy on religion. The arguments will be similar. The facts may differ, but the arguments may be similar. Into the hair can is your headmaster, your headmistress, on don. Now my penina mundene. Now how much are you the headmaster? Or the Oshemerase. In Timbrana, yen I just said by Edmano. On count means now, baby. And to two being good as a wombra way in ye. In Brebia, Sabi, I don't know if I'm with me as Sembra how. But Sembrano and the Constitution of Barbara. Article 2 and Catcher say any law inconsistent with the Constitution must be declared null and void. The court may declare null and void. The courts not declare. Decision not to take it and say is null and void. And there's some Jim Cordano. That doesn't mean say a blanket statement. School be our nation. See, even though we are Rasta for no mobile, some rules, some basic rules of the school must be got to twice.
But
you see, and yet, no, you see, rights comes with responsibilities.
Yeah.
Right, be the mal be no. So don't mean I say, Oye, sabi oye rasta ni ntino. Emra ya bo lights out obi akwakoda no. Afi na also kwakwe bibi foforo. That one the court will not grant that. And I'm gonna say your freedom no and baby obedience sufias here. Right, say your man right we say or right near or found with the near at the foforo a torso and my responsibilities foforo. It is within certain responsibilities, and that is Akodana carry. And Mimi Gidi say Akodano will carry on in Kodami, will carry themselves, and subsequently going forward, will be BR side decision will be affecting the BR. That will be transfer to administration of Achimota School.
Okay.
My mom taking Kodano because the Kodana court Akojo found with it is the rule of law, and I'm more quite so mombra. So court nika say me ma tumota njo ma me gidi za kan koda me ba. Di omo ba no. Headmistress in is the school na yan dia. And on ya above the law e wo Ghana ha no. So fambra na ye adwuma. But for me, obi biara o cassette decision ni bia no. Na oni gidie e wo your constitution ni.
But you see,
believe in the fundamental human rights of freedom of association, freedom of religion. But if you cannot discriminate against, they mean discriminate against our religion. I don't expect you to discriminate against my religion.
But me in defending our rights, and don't you think, sir, when it's empower the LGBTQ plus one for no, so you know that's don't you think
in our constitution and then in our code, annotated criminal code, you see at 29, you see any form of unnatural carnal knowledge, offense or Ghana. If they want that change, court. But for now, so they have no business. Into LGBTQ, say LQ, Ghana had the and that is what our law says.
Mate, Georgia Paria Domedasi, Angalote.
Oh, your lawyer and to maybe
okay, quickly.
Can Achimota seek redress?
Oh, you see, anytime a case.
And then beside lawyer, our
higher court.
Appeals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to the Court of Appeal. All the way to the Supreme Court. Okay. And where human rights matter, starting from the high courts.
Okay.
The next level is to the Court of Appeal. Okay. And then after the Court of Appeal, you are not satisfied, we can go to the Supreme Court. But I am so confident that issues of fundamental human rights.
Yeah, as a party and as a government, anything that goes to the court and the court takes a decision, unlike Yenua court, case,
Supreme Court.
Then President said that, listen, even though I'm not in favor, no, I say even though I'm not in favor of the decision taken by the court, I agree. And I go and I accept with their rules and regulations. Wait to me,
we disagree with the decision.
He bastardized the whole process.
But
he bastardized the whole process. He criticized and he took everything.
But George, you recall, sir, in that case here, okay, a court after Nanado then said it or congratulated
Yes, he did. I don't know to me yet.
As Mahama congratulated Akufo-Addo.
Painful failures.
2008.
Painful failures.
Look, our democracy is developing.
Yeah.
It has gotten to a stage. BBI is written in the book of history. In the future, it will be shown to you. There will be references. Anyway, under Nana Akufo-Addo's government and in our current political space, in fact, there are interesting issues. They are also about. And I hope as a country, as a government, we will manage it in such a way the Dachi is a Bakansam. Ghana ye piakasa We always read meanings into issues up, but we don't find solution to those issues. And so the best thing that the court has done is to find a solution for us. Some may like, some may not like. But we are looking at people who have the big heart, especially people in government, who have the big heart to absorb, to consume anything that happens within their period of governance. That helps to improve our democracy. Nsem PACC.
Yeah.
The fix Ghana issue now but it started from Occupy Ghana. Occupy Ghana ni yenti bida. Until gradually we don't go in fully to criticize certain organizations. But for me, I think that the Rastafarian community in Ghana need to explain themselves very well, because you see, Christians and every Rastafarian is a weed smoker. But lawyer get defending one Rastafarian, but now only Rasta.
Why?
Yeah.
Or your NDC lawyer. He has no Rastafarian here.
Yeah.
So I don't got into no more.
I'm still or kind of for one.
Why?
I don't know whether he's still with them.
Oh, come on.
Because I know Obia refining in way.
Them maybe not see Muhammad in a car.
Let me say, what do we do? Obia refining in way.
Oh, that's it. That never.
Azemba.
Me too.
Religion is quite different. You see, me quote to Bible or Bible. Israelites. Ewa, wakakechia somewhere there, kakechia nyankopon there. Nyesu yepehin to the Philistine phone. Until somewhere ko bomba no serious nyankopon. Also, they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me as king over them. Until kakechia one there, se mumo one on hina dam no be yeti wono. Samuel Kakache Israelites elders in Nigeria was all yepe. Oba fa yan yiru no mpo ayepe. Obokuku yan mpo ayepe, oba yan slaves po ayepe. Na Nyankopon choose one who should be a king over them. Only Saul.
Yeah.
Saul wasn't a prophet. Saul oshe no so ne papa ni nantwi na nwan.
Adom FM.
Na Samuel gu na one. Na Ogache no called the school of the prophets. He's not a prophet too. But when he got there, he started prophesying with them. That's one side of a character.
Okay.
He started, these are Essenes, and then there sages, and then there prophets. When we in there, they commune with their creator. And messages come to them, and then the messages are given to the people of Israel. But when he got there, he prophesied with them. Me saw your character.
Yeah, me too, pa.
David, what woman Ninyan Munya was say, the Mubeize, yeah, mammy, wekedi asha yeah, papa. Because he had dreadlocks. But Bible now show there dreadlocks, or show there a rugged hair, or your dreadlocks. King Solomon, or dreadlocks. Samson, or dreadlocks. Moses, or dreadlocks. These are people who are specially brought on earth purposely to do the work of God. Here, traditional areas, here, Woba, here, your friend Mpensenpensenmu. Woba, instead of the here direct one to the way of God, and we direct them to the way of our deities. Na ya shisha won nsreba. Na was one kwa busumase. until they are deviated from the way of the Lord. Some of these things need to be explained. Na ye what them Rastafarians use one watch week. No wo boche for. Na what ye week is ye woti. No one so why Rastafarians. If you're Rastafarian religion now, it was championed by Bob Marley because they've been to Ethiopia. Now, here's the last now we go now only dreadlocks. But my only grandfather, Malinki, who was the son of King Solomon, had dreadlocks. And so going back to that history, in the Jamaicans was sadly there. They would do away with Christianity and then form their own type of a religion that comes from Africa. But as a matter of fact, it's an African religion because those days in Akonfa was a way powerful. They were having dreadlocks.
He was born at it.
Okofanoche had dreadlocks.
Yeah, he was born at it.
Yes.
I didn't know. He's from my village, up to date. If you know, that's one person.
Kuga.
Yeah, over our Google. But you know, my will challenge you. No, but their history is a fact.
Yeah, their history is a fact.
But they will at the area there are a lot of errors.
Yeah, their history is a fact.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to go there because it's too controversial.
Their history cannot be.
We need to know. Teacher here, headmistress here, Faban. For me, the very first day I also on Birmongan, I supported it. But then Abafaban school highly intelligent. Ne behavior was school so excellent. On Pia Basabasa. And I said no. Then we were not well informed. In the radio that we just criticize for criticizing. But then Achimota has admitted dreadlocks some years back. So what has changed? Achimota we to admit Abrofuma won't be attention Ogun Wechi. And see what has changed. Is it the appearance that one should be admitted into the school or one's intelligence? No, once at the exam or pass away show there, the school has to admit that person. And say, well, the rule of law must prevail. Go Nyankopon nangasa odimra na ozo boso na asase. Nyankopon kan sembi. Also there I have given the sea my decree that it should never bypass my commandment. Onye ahia wo mpani epo asochi into mpe ahia wo. Na so nyangasa treatment of our climate is even destroying our own the land that we live in the ekonyam panu nyina from half a senior the person ko aplawo ehwe epu origin asase. These are things that should be lessons for us. Then let us leave that child because American professors na zinya on CNN even more dreadlocks CNN interviews them on issues and they are excellent in delivery. Nti yenhwe za abafaba no botum aye nemu awa woba owo Achimota school na enyim de MP dreadlocks phone educate woban ama woba no ko school a wo hu mosu na la obo conduct no na peer pressure wo ho a otum say imba masami
Mati, Uncle tell me that say was your would tell of yes, him said definitely Uobika, Munya Udika Kra Ebeka. It was a bemo akonya bra activity phone lines. But let's move on to other issues. Nafi, Yemshare Omanpenny last Saturday at Cape Coast University, Emra Mobona Basumano, Doctor of Philosophy, say what to me about Modeno responded to some few issues. Free SHS, and then also comments about this whole culture of silence. Opening some Jonah, so I can't remember. First, Alfred Thompson, a lot of people believe, or some section of Ghanaians, or GDS, we've returned to culture of silence. They say, "Oh, Kasana, say, oh, Shawachi." I'm sure Kasawi, I know, be the Abba, Ebo Trim. What do you think? Are we in that era?
Yeah, sure, they are culture of silence anchor. In your Pablo, no ointment now. And I'm a boy. Now your culture of silence anchor. More for Sam Jonah, says Sam Jonah, ointment casa. Now your culture of silence anchor. Yeah, radio stations are almost to bastardize free education. Still, yeah. Now your culture of silence anchor. Nanka presenter bi intimate na do no nka de o mampanyin fa flight oko de oko bisa for death reliefs na okoka ma Ghana ye anyama ne flight no nkoto nsum no wu na chede the rule of law and openness is working under whose governance na says ya right to information bill and the one oye attorney general in our year a friend and repeal of the criminal libel law. In the dynamic Yemenyan Kasana say, under every government no Ubiara ba ibimu tumukasa, ibimu tumukasa. And it depends on the individual and what you want to say. I don't think the young president way to makachi will be there ma on bekasa ana ekasa tail. And on the 7th of January 2017, when they were swearing him into office, he made a spectacular statement. Also there, I want you to be citizens and not spectators. And when he tells you that I want you to be a citizen and not a spectator, or pakacho de ehwaka. Etaka. But ono nchede se ehu na ereka or de as aroba sheka ana ekasa in such a way there on chair penyimbu ana bibi. We were brought up in this country. Emi fear me femen what chair me there. Penyin ya azai betu makachi and oh mana ana major azai ye ize o em de wanko ye na ye ne dem a nka obeye ye. Ono nche de mekwaka gina me papa ana me maame nenyim na ma hye na horoba na me wi amaka chende what you did was stupid or what you did was foolish. It is totally wrong. When we want to criticize someone, I always say criticism is good because our etwa kwanan oya ehun de wechi until when someone is criticizing you, we assess it. However, me as a person ehun Hebana ebe criticize bibi amreya na ebe ka obi na sem chema. The number of questions I met through amount is not because I'm saying you are stupid. And I always tell the people I've worked with, say when you come and you are coming to give me solutions to I always want to understand it beyond reasonable doubt. Na say emso mre chema che obia, me too much me. Inti say eba na ebe kan bibi chema, I will ask you so many questions. It shouldn't put you off. But it should let you know that I want to understand and appreciate. Na say echine bi mreka wo baby a na obi be some question bi wo ho a me to mama answer and I wouldn't look stupid. President can baby and it was very spectacular what UCC on Saturday. Also there media houses are allowed to say anything they want or talk about anyone they want in any way or any style. But when the person has a rebuttal on it, no one will find it there. Or try why silence so. And it's a very serious statement now. Oh yeah, now very good statement. Oh yeah, because Awa be kan nipa ko no ho asem. Awo se mpede nipa ko no kasa. No bisa questions. No bisa there. Ebia Nsem American abaze na me so metum afa wom. Mes be kwa check mo ho. Na me bisa mo ho there as American no enkwara na onye nokwara. Anasa be ka there ebia meko risk wo ebia memfa the bank amo. Na metina ho na me sure na ma bonse ma mo there o ayaze there aka there be risk. Without asking you questions, please let us be serious as a nation. Because when we want development or when you're accusing someone, you should come with facts and figures and know that the person that you're accusing also has a right to rebuttal. And don't see that right to rebuttal as a way of silencing you. Because Yimpana Ersen is in Ebia in the member to had Masa was in Moko. Echina Eko rebuttal Obia what Asama Makan also query. But on say all right to rebuttal now I better be before into the person should come hard on you to make sure there whatever you are saying you are saying it without fear or favor and with truth.
Yeah.
And that does not mean or it does not constitute a culture of silence. I'll give you a clear example. In the radio station Mami bi aketina ho or grant interview in one statement or say Yehu wo krom ha de mmoframba hon boefu de apona was a man hon de obaba exams no mun wamba until now will cause mayhem. It was some of the exam centers now. Then in another breath the same person Orikasan or say out of the 465 what pass wasin no more 411 are 1 year straight A's or say there wo man hon apo. The same person. Isn't that contradictory? Because a bit someone there in one breath Eric and there what say as a former educational minister and as a former vice presidential candidate as a what say and you want us to listen to what say when the Americans are not saying and it was all over social media. Do you just listen to or watch social media and you to form opinion? Nakasi say metina nakamaka de Pablo tina hanoyewi. Because Nyama Waka will know social media, not also. But that is not what we use to form. Oh, but now I'm 8 years. Audit finance, but I'm 8 years. Now, audit finance on your reason. And I'm saying, 8 years. Audit finance. I went I was admitting you the audit finance. I went to I went social media.
A friend, Mama Fasidi,
I'm going to take social media.
Even though
elections into me better more.
I'm going to take social media. Even though what's even
the finance gentleman.
Even though if you're DB Bonnie, Messi
I don't even say audit finance or go against
after 2016 defeat in Waya Kasapa. No, you actually under a new administration in Waya Kasapa.
Oh, really?
All coalitions. He's a good man and it's good for his youth.
Okay.
When we are taking governance and political issues in this country now, let us bring some seriousness to it. Because in some Ebekanen then Echina Obahanto. In some Ebeka Ebia a few the Erika Itia Obi. Echina Nebisa one day. Oh, Amy Pan Amkaka Dema. Namankani ye. Let us not just sit down and criticize. Let us not just wake up and decide there because Mepede may win elections. Rain or shine, I want to bastardize a party or bastardize some policies of a party, a particular party.
Yeah.
Forgetting that whatever they are doing is in the interest of Ghanaians and Ghana as a whole. Because before elections, and I'll use this again as an example, this free education.
Yeah.
It was all over social media. Them Hamas Oba Obetra a friend then free SHS say it. All over social media.
But I say all over social media, they can answer.
It was all over social media. Them Hamas say Oba Obetra free SHS. Echi in a Mahama bar out no Obeka there. Oba obey friend obey reassess and now obey friend obey review the policies of the free SHS, which almost is in line with Obetrim.
How?
It's almost Mankade is almost. Listen, it's almost in line. Then about a week to elections and Mahama na ba out. No be ma yete yen wan se there. Free SHS no po ono no sha ase. So people ask the question. Nipa as a free SHS, how na sha ase? As a review no che as a sha ase na sha ase ya. Then immediately after the elections and who flag running mates. I bet na radio do akande. Free SHS yeah wo ye. Mboframa won pass a one yen. What say? Or your leaked questions. It tells you straight away that if these people had come, Nankade would have disregarded and abolished and spoiled the free SHS.
So how does that contribute to the culture of silence?
That is what I'm telling you, that we've given them the chance to say anything they like. But by their own deeds, Ghanaians be won. Nobody stopped there when she was talking. Nobody switched the radio station off. Nobody spoiled the line. Yeah, man, the chance more can say. And her contradictions brought herself out. That is not culture of silence. That is giving someone the chance to talk. Say a 2 minutes now, na a condemned president, na a condemned vice. Now we'll catch up and now we'll beat our questions for one. Na say nipakun pedo silence. So people also will come out and come and ask you why you are also doing that and on what basis.
Okay.
And when they care then one time be out. Maryland will hand penny baby out by kind of babies with sharp teeth. Even that one, it wasn't culture of silence. Even that one wasn't culture of silence. Yerishe Bibia and I yaza yenjin echna.
Marty, medasi bebre, Alfred, medasi. Judge.
Alfred has a very difficult job. Nejuma no in a day.
It's not difficult.
Then have been in.
It's not difficult.
I didn't know bezo show when him.
It's not difficult for me. It's never difficult for me.
Oh, Abema. That's the issues. Name come my one. It be so question now.
Oh, I didn't.
It's an issue of culture of silence. Nobody have to copy.
What is a bed?
Give example.
A bed sits on a tree, and therefore a tree.
The question we are asking is journalists, citizens. Our found who dear almost we come over so as a massabio interactions be an eye when Rebbe and Coswana. There be culture of silence, and yet there are various aspects of culture of silence. Ofano on the fixed value, Obet Twatwa, Alfred at Twatwa, to be Gumusa and Chebe Brain, and maybe a sebi between Ranama Tennessee, and Chebe Brain, and a Yura, or 2-4-6-2. I'm going to say for stakeholders. Our stakeholders meeting was something. The 2-4 car same be a cockery and for said the Ayura Sam Jonah.
It doesn't.
And maybe you don't even know what I'm going to say.
I know what
my main can say. What Kazana Metia, Azamba,
Oh, Bacon.
And Yura 2-4-6-2.
Yeah.
I say before any program. Now, Ashanti Regional Minister and a Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Miami near Abujinapo. Abba Ninchen, Abba Catherine and Anaya Srewa.
Who according to the script?
Program ya will be idiot. Men Bambe can't be apart from the idea Brewana. Minia. O 2-4 the young Hina said in the mood drew no so. Since I'm branching you know according to but for the same me, and I'm Yemi Krumu, and I'm my regional minister. And a minister for natural resources, Ebami, so make a challenge there. And a script here, the Abbey kind way. What did you say, Menyaku could draw? I can be for. What did you say, Menyaku could draw? No, it goes to enforce the culture of silence. It be na yeka no. O 2-4 mpo ma ferre na nim. O 2-4 mpo. O 2-4 ye nyina ye nwura. O ma ferre na nim. O mu tu sa na mo no. Enu nsi ono mo. Se wa ka so tie obeka no kra host bebre mo morning show so we show ya from say I don't know discuss issue mamu mbosu bi so be mo bebre and afofo sometimes there were very pressing issues your body be say I don't know issue me discuss issue ya oso ye producer say and I yes me can we ho asem meboa it goes to enforce the culture of silence ye Ministry of Information mini akwadwo upon kromane ne nkrofo bebre a omo ne editors afra mo say why are you making the government unpopular mo kan try say yeboa
bobo editors
yeboa ba kufo di be sa to ase ne so bie esi ewo man yi mu iti bia no my penny say my penny say be be ku bia oda iti bia no ada iti onim di ekoso but this is happening under his watch.
What do you mean by that?
Now the video say call the bia you na on my pediatric program all day.
Program my makoda wo.
Me bacho manekanasem. Afa manekanasem.
Me bacho.
Mami we man say.
Lawyer Opariado. Lawyer Opariado.
I'm the more information.
You are above this statement. Lawyer Opariado. Please.
Why
Lawyer Opariado. You are above this statement.
Me bacho.
Na wale tell we your committees grab you to me a slide you can take you but in as soon as say someone was please oh my myself
if he's in this
you are so intelligent don't say that
they take exception to what you said.
Yes.
Or withdraw or you move on. Finish. And you move on. Or they come and say
Did you see? If he's awake and not sleeping now, there is no culture of silence in this country.
Okay.
My case is
it
say when in our koso o mama nka sanwie when in our koso that's also who said there is a culture of silence then the other braka and bebre and yeah mama Elizabeth Ohene that was about last week was the last 2 weeks
what's your article
and you see and because the culture of silence there were various forms so Elizabeth Ohene kasa very few people can come back and criticize it because of her stature but Sames a kasa far your course was TFM no you article Elizabeth Ohene try you Elizabeth Ohene a senior person in this NPP administration and are people in the media fraternity kwanya mo faso bunefa intino say BBSC now people like Sames no more Sebio ni more association with Aban we buy krano or appointing and later on I resign here ye the course now okasa Elizabeth Ohene be throw article to rebuke him and you see culture of silence no and you say bia this soldier for power also but what kasa area in pedifo you na to man we go so say there can one can ye ya ka kasa so yem until next time no who asempa na obi bi kan utro because repercussions are waiting no yem so yet hanomo na more former nipa not here no hosting mo former show Captain Smart ewo Angel FM hey ya eko kasai ebubo pedifo bi din I am in America the Captain Smart boy Miss Meboa I'm afraid, Dr. T. I catch her and say, our tax issues, I am in America. Now, say, when you Captain Smart and Fee Air, they will come after him. What do you call that? And your culture of silence.
Tax issues.
I mean, how would I know? Man, I'm kind.
So don't say
yeah, me bacho all can asem no say.
Monsieur no bois.
Oboa.
Dr. Otin
has come out to deny the Captain Smart.
the man in Kasabashe.
What about a bit deny? About to be denied. About to be denied. And the captain's not only show who be. Man, another part of media general for man. Maybe I'm back with that and so on.
Media general who tax issues.
I mean, I don't know.
The media general for you man.
Maba German can answer.
TV3 media general. And then me no can say CTFM.
Mr. Adoni TV station.
But we need
NBC TV station.
But we need me pay any there.
Never joke about him.
Me no can say CTFM. Hey, CTFM.
But every political party should have a station. I have said it.
CTFM. Hey, CTFM. Hey, Zoe Abubedu. Zoe Abubedu.
Never joke as a.
Kaya omo faso.
They be what's it for Sulia?
Attacking Zoe Abubedu. Mamu station Joy FM last week. Omo year serving on free SHS. We saw the responses that came from the government spokespersons.
So we shouldn't ask them.
Sir, why are they targeting governments? Why do they want to run? Even Kwejo Yankson or ye show be on Emerald Fix City starting. We all saw the attacks that came from government people. The other aspect of culture of silence, I call them social media in quotes, and please, in quotes, social media attack dogs. I buy we buy. You didn't know your tax is to your mocha because there is a budgetary. The Abaisika into your mocha as government communicators. But I couldn't hear you. Kasa no mo do say kasa cry ma me kasa culture silence dey no mo practice we on ya lote we fire na we fire me ma me kasa culture silence almost social media attack in quotes attack dogs and I qualify it properly bro for kasa me who say na make no trim nti no omo adwuma ne say omo wo social media no mo dia ne say uncle alote be ka bibia tia by na ne aties ne so ne dinner them ne super e who dem here Sam Jonah here NDC ni Sam Jonah has never had any ties with the NDC and uncle alote ni obedia does because he's my former regional chairman but Sam Jonah as far as Sam Jonah can I say people who found their voices and criticize previous administrations and are buying way into me kasa. And we know them, Reverend Professor Martin, no more. Maybe a presbyter, I mean, coming off on one side. But don't we know? No, but we saw how critical they were of a certain government. And I hear when my course on the bank we are west. How we now come on to the last group, the only force, a city panisono. Modern Ghana, you who dear course. WhatsApp news, you who dear course. CTFM, you who dear course. Manasa Wuni Azuri. You circumstances was what the fee multimedia and make quiet vigilante in the city quiet in the fast so Professor Kakari MPP ni on one muton or they had to hide Manasa Wuni Azure Manasa now be another say or criticizing your mama Siobia but under NDC he felt safe but under NDC to the extent that now said in the Kokusi to the extent that the national security minister had to arrange for him to leave the country to go and hide it because on one puts me born home by now if the national security minister cannot protect you major the problem and make you protect you so if people like Manasseh it's on Bekasa and we all know how critical Manasseh's voice has been on issues no much on Bekasa now I catch us say Bekasa we studio here 2017 NDC Lucy for fraud in Kaini Park.
I want now this.
And I may buy and make a sigh. That day, Captain Smart in host show. Me, any part of the show, no matter what catch me. I've been away Fiabem, you called it too now. When Jaikasa, that's what now one brand at me, and Bremo. And they've done it to a lot of people. Some day, President Kufuor Abai, and he himself, President Kufuor, even his responses, say criticizing her, responses on the back. And yet, some you attempt the day, our friend the critics now says in some be brain, our friend the critics. Clearly, so criticizing President, not President Naimu Beba man response. Will be true. The last one is on our judiciary. The last one I'll touch on is the judiciary. They have the power to correct. I'm never correcting Yema to sin ewa Yema. And no name people be any asema or say court. Doesn't even the NCR. 80% of the decisions are TMPP are buying Amanyoko Mana Ako Court. It has returned in their favor. And a clear case, the course was Ashanti region. And National Security Advisor. I am a pure academic exercise. I have not traded. When the case favors a certain particular group of people, we'll say it. But decisions have come out and we say we disagree with decision. You know? Because sometimes, even on the issue of birth certificates and how the Supreme Court ruled, clearly, it beats everybody. Any right-thinking person here will ask yourselves the mother documents, the passports, the Ghana card. The Supreme Court says our birth certificates cannot be trusted and it did not give us alternatives. Seriously, so we cannot say this. You cannot question the judgment. Who said so? That is not what we're talking about. It's the American, they say. The judiciary has a responsibility to restore hope and confidence. So me criticize their buying and they come after me. I can seek redress in courts. You would of course was Ashanti region. When a judge had to even run from courts, me know can say up to date. Nobody was found guilty on that charge. Oma ye chiomon so ko assaulted. Oma ye chiomon ko assaulted.
Yeah, charge
they were fined less than 1,000 Ghana cedis. So it emboldens people to commit crime. And that is how come Anasi now said if you crew man no. Because if our courts were up and doing and punishing wrongdoing people will not even be emboldened to threaten people when they speak their mind. I'm not saying it's Obia between criticize it. We must criticize responsibly. But when we criticize, government must take it in good strides.
Dr. Pariado made us as we drink out. Angalote. Okay, mommy, read the message. Okay. I say, good morning, Kwesi. Please tell the NDC guy that there's a difference between criticism and insult. What made Stephen Atubiga left NDC? Okay. Where if he Obiho from UK and not the buyer. And the Georgia Parado, that is a message to you. Me too.
These are old stories being repeated. Mama of Asio Pari Ado Kenya. Or a past tense, present tense, and it will be a future tense, depending upon which party you belong to and where you are. That is what Ghana politics has been. Now, if you recount the days of Kwame Nkrumah to today, no political party can absolve itself from what we call party youth actions. It has happened several years to today. And it is not the making of leadership. It is always a problem with our youth who are so anxious to be placed somewhere. It is promises that has been made to them once and can. And the youthful exuberance will take certain actions which are inimical to one government policy and rules. And see, whom do you blame? NDC must see several times. MPP mean their first year of governance. The same thing. And what has happened in this country is that we will always instill in our youth Charlie, you take your power, and see, but governance is not like that. But we'll tell them to win power. And when we have won power, in Papa one bone, what is the people on your push? And so what he does is to instigate those at the ground. Oh, Mongasano, you can take them action. So do you tell me the minister or the president ordered them to do it? Let's separate the two. Ne yebun za oyenukwa, ne za oyenukwa. About culture of silence is it? Remember I happen to be having relationship with some of his brothers. He's an icon in Central Region. is an icon. He said we highly respect him so much. Ne brother posing him menyankupa only your or mine for ramping traditional area. In Zaya, Nazama Mogagan, Mangan, Messi Ora Dangote, Nejma Wire one Nigerian, no government. Abembi anyo obutuma destroy Dangote any business because he's above any government. The way he has established himself, and that's what we want to see some of these resource persons who to obutuma invest in our economy to make sure that as to whether what he said was right or wrong, and it's between Obari Adon Alfred. No, but I can say there on the issue of what President said at UCC. And let me congratulate the President for being honored as a doctor in educational philosophy. Yes, he deserves it. Yeah. No. President, they wanna say, you know, are you a street boy? Sometimes, you know, if you have known me more, now, no one say, on the end of his kawedi, Nemu or a street boy. A custom Titiana or one mirror on your platform, no reply. And that is political maturity. You might take it quite differently because he's president. No. Silence is not golden. Look, you respond at the appropriate time. And that's what he does. But that moment for you to culture of silence or no culture of silence or Ghana funa konkonsa aye yejuma. Ntina ajampon be no say or the law be there was it. Yeah, ebia na asempa ni so. Ba kutu ajampon in mrebe was it. Akaka de was it. They say wa hwa obachi wa to fi as 3 months. Or the mrebe yo. Nti Ghana han ya so na ye won. Enwa asem papa nkoma ye de bodwin dem mosu ye be ya ye bobo Ghana akokan. Nemu anukum. Ma fanti bakanyi anukum chale. Enti ya mengenche obi alo. Na mengenche obi aso wakache himba. Nti makache o pariado de chale you know this matter. Don't tell anybody who. Onusu baba asempa easy ofialete wo ba okachem na mengenche obi usu mengenche obi alo. Yet it's in the na be ye rumor. And the more is repeated in as if the matter is true. That is the attitudinal character of Ghanaians. Now, day in, day out, we don't think how our youth will be employed, how to create job employment, how to give out loans. Here, let me give you an example, just to end it. There's this gentleman called Ajimbai. Minim ne full name. But organizing the year of return. It was so successful. Very, very, very successful.
CEO for Ghana Tourist Authority.
Oh yeah, CEO. Wow. Very, very successful. But when you want a tourism destination, that is Cape Coast. And see, hotels are all going in. They were left out. Look, there were 27 castles and forts. Most of them are in Cape Coast. Now, those who are appointed to
Central region, most of them are in Central.
No, in Cape. Okay, in Central region. Because if it is Senya, Ebaba Winneba, Ebaba Apam, Aba Adi Abanumabo, Ebenye Bipo Hini, Azana Aba Mori, Abaway.
Amsterdam Fort.
No. I know Fort Amsterdam. Or Abanzi. No, I want a Bob Mali. I agree with them boy introduce reggae music or then Cliff something. He introduced reggae music.
Cliff.
Oh, me even is in.
Onye Jimmy Cliff.
Jimmy Cliff.
Okay.
Ono I say Jamaicans, majority of Jamaicans. No one of Suriname. Baby, I want you to for Amsterdam. Okay. Every year been more bad to identify. Or today, Obama, near or there, need genetical blood if he Cape Coast. On your there by flux in there, Obama, up your Ghana has him to know. Need to know. But you see, Mamia, or your House of Speaker of American House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi. And you ma upper Ghana first. I don't want to say no one when you Kente. Oko House of Rapper, ne Kente, ne Ghana. Then nobody sits down. No washa ne ye use my mini image. Ne is that Ghana. What are we doing to ourselves? And then we are calling for job employment. So can't we organize some youth to sit down to build our cultural heritage? What are we doing? Cape Coast Castle, Oswo.
Uncle Marty.
Jim FM.
Maria.
Alande mama. What time are you?
Major Kasa.
Menjay. Mr. Lande mama. I'm born with tough mom.
And this is can do a culture of silence.
I'm born with tough mom.
Maria kind there. I mean, I don't care about this culture of silence because there's no culture of silence.
Okay.
But I'm talking about how to create job for the youth. And so people won't come with the issue of fix it.
Okay.
Fixing it, you were 2 Adi or Cape Coast. You were 2 forts or Cape Coast. Ne or Cape Coast Castle. Elimina or 1 fort for Jago. No, Elimina Castle. That was built by Diego de Azambuja. When you go to Shama, your fort was Shama. The man to Kwazim. Can't we? What we are doing to ourselves when everybody knows that tourism,
Party.
It's one area pa otumo generate iska the more money.
Uncle Medase. Alfred, who was 60 seconds? Watch out.
Is it to end?
Yeah, to end
everything.
Or am I saying?
Oh, okay.
But it's fine.
Uncle Luther Rebecca and the culture of silence. Now, Peter was silence for NDC, Mointina Woyin is but Miss Atunchen. And Zamakan Day,
Joe Pariado, no, I got you.
The culture of silence. It was a year Kuku and you do Hoso. I know them. Miss Atunchen. Zamakanye de Yeda Oman Peninase or Jumapa or Ye. Some people will not recognize it today. They will criticize him, but he's focused and he's going to deliver. Ejumani isn't. I can fix it or it comes with some pain. Definitely, Yazema wa ye or BT and Crawford be one nando. More fan chain, now ye Jumana ye pede ye make sure the Ghana Jinana Nando ye in the year Kasi policy rates from Bank of Ghana we do 13.5% from the 14.5 and ye be no then I'm 20 plus in the wabafu one or chair the interest rates rate bafum pa. Fa 175 million euros na bay and there is a new development bank and Nancrofork and Wansem in our bank for bank for 1 task a day. There's a difference between a development bank and a commercial bank. Development bank and honor share sika say Ozemba commercial banks now Ozemba one at low interest rate. Obama say Obirika start in a juma no sika commercial bank now but you imagine at lower interest rates since our first and what be 40%.
I've what time aso.
Inti American na oye nyumnyam there university crew ehu and wash president nyumnya one honorary doctorate degree honorary Kosas so
Marty Alfred Medase 60 seconds
ask for him to give us more. Honorable His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Alhaji Bawumia
Marty Medase
Baba
George
now on so watch here
Bebacho meet you
On the third,
60 seconds.
I'm employed. I'm telling you, with I'm employed. Me is more finance. I'm employed.
No, He was moved from NIV to finance.
Cultural silence.
There are two things happening in this country. One, and I continue to speak to it, education. You know what I say? At the basic level, we still don't have textbooks. Yes, our curriculum. There still are textbooks in buy. So I'm only wondering the almost rank at that level. Because teacher be here the open. And this is not politics. This is the base. You say, will destroy it or mind destroy the education system. And that is exactly what we are doing to ourselves. If after a year or two, our assistant curriculum, now still there are no textbooks to teach. Even notebooks are lesson notes are not available at that level. And you can double check with the Minister of Education.
Mate.
The second issue, the national security canker. And the news has Azugu all over again. I still don't know why Azugu. That's one national security.
Mate.
ESP Azugu.
The president, God has an angel that destroys. In America, we have the president's man who also does some kind of work for the president. Political structure, that is how it is. And say, yes, we have built will be. I mean, they be come out and play.
Okay,
don't come and condemn somebody. But let me talk on this free SHS.
Time as well because
I will. Man, guess it be. What shall I say?
20 seconds.
20 seconds maybe. Any man free SHS. It is the responsibility of every Ghanaian. You know, initially I was opposed to free SHS, but look, I have now realized that it is everyone's responsibility to help to see the sources of the free SHS. What's the meaning?
Magic. I was here, my pound. Alfred Thompson made us say. As I wish one. Adepa. Oh, we sweetheart Adepa. Okay, Marty. And to sweetheart Adepa, Alfred Thompson say happy birthday to you. I was here, Medina Sempase. Don't come out. You are 05. The DJ Awana, Aisha Ibrahim. Kofi Hassan, listen to Joe Forjo, your lead producer. Josh Tigo, programs manager. AC Ohene, head of news at Adom FM, Adom TV. The general manager Adom Branch, Abdullah Awudu. I didn't question Sempa. They were same time. Ochuna, Yadaba, Dwaso Nsem Panel the brown up next. Work and happiness. Black eye, Ebert, and I say no dinner weather. And to me, I sure say, oh, I dang. Stay tuned.